You need to go and look up his Encyclopedia Britannica, Dramatica. Go and have a look at that. That'll give you a better idea.
He's got a Dramatica page?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God, yes.
It's long and storied.
Oh, this is rich. This is rich. Yeah, to find out about VonHelton, don't ask him. Go to a fucking hate website to find out about it. Don't, whatever you do, don't ask the guy. Go to a fucking hate website, which, by the way, is violating international law, I might add. Don't ask the actual person themselves. Just go to the website and get it from there. That's about stupid. And yes, they are in violation of international law.
Tell us you go ahead and call up Scotland Yard again.
Yeah, is that the Magna Carta or the Geneva Convention?
It's cool off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that was fun.
What, you don't believe a hate website that is violating the rights of the people they make pages about is wrong? You don't think that's wrong? You don't think that's a violation of international law?
It may be wrong, but it's not illegal.
Tell us the story then.
Hold it. Slander is not illegal. Defamation of character is not illegal.
Not crossed internationally.
None of it's not slander and it's not defamation of character, because all the things that you are on there, you've made claims to.
And
the best one, though, the best one is that he is a Space Marine.
He is a Space Marine. That's right. Not one of them. Not one of them Warhammer 40K Space Marines, neither. One of them real sexy schmexy Space Marines.
Can I ask Von something, please, everybody? Von, did you or did you not apply to be a Space Marine?
What the fuck is a Space Marine?
For the
Let him answer. Let him answer. Von, did you or did you not apply to be a Space Marine?
Do Space Marines exist?
I don't know. I'm asking you a question. Could you say yes or no, or give me an answer?
I'm answering your question with a question. Do Space Marines exist?
No, that's not how it works around here.
That is how it works, bitch. I didn't, okay? You know why? Because they don't fucking exist. Quit coming up with stupid-ass comments. How about you fucking get real? How about you talk about real instead of talking bullshit?
Yeah, Annabelle, get real, Annabelle.
What about you dumbass shit? What a stupid-ass...
I'm the one that has to get real.
Marines aren't real, bitch. But you're going to sit there and talk shit because you can't talk rational. You can't have a decent conversation. All you got to do is come into this room, start shit with people, and then I don't know why you even
that's right, Annabelle. That's all
because all you do is come in here and start a bunch of shit. That's all you do. You don't have no rational conversation.
Like the peaceful and gentle
and then when we do try to talk, you talk over us like Gus is doing now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Call the cops, fuck.
Right. Anyway, so you've never claimed, so let me just get this straight. So you have never claimed that you applied to be a Space Marine, is that what you're saying?
Are Space Marines real? Are they real?
They would have been if your application had gone through.
Oh my god.
Psychic vampires aren't real, but you claim to be one of those.
Uh-oh.
Actually, psychic vampires are real.
Oh, no.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
Yes,
get real. I gotta get real.
Well, you're a bunch of fucking atheists. How the fuck would you know whether they're real or not?
Tell us what
You're not spiritualist. You're not spiritualist. How the fuck would you know whether they're real or not?
Well, tell us what they are. Let's hear the story.
You guys are not into the spiritual realm at all. How the fuck would you know anything? You don't know nothing. The only thing you know is what's in front of you, and half the time you don't even fucking know that. So how the fuck would you even begin to comprehend spiritual or supernatural things? You can't.
Tell us.
You can't.
Tell us.
Atheism just means no belief in God. It doesn't negate other forms of spirituality.
Tell us of psychic vampires. What are they then? Let's hear the...
I've come to suck your mind.
Is your Google broken? Is
Yes.
your Google broken?
Is your Google
Then I
broken?
guess you're in, I guess you're in deep
Every
shit
time
then.
Von says
Because
that,
I'm
we
not
have to take
Googling
a
it
drink.
for you. I am
I didn't
not
ask you to
Googling
Google
it.
it. I didn't ask you
I'm
to
not
Google it.
Googling it for you. I'm not giving you a fucking link. I'm not giving you a fucking link. You have turned this discussion into Bash VonHelton Day. Okay, so no.
Oh, every day is Bash VonHelton Day.
I'm not
every day is
podcast to the whole fucking planet.
There's a way.
I haven't asked you.
Fucking hate website. Okay, so
There are
I'm not
ways
gonna help
to-
you with shit.
With respect, Von comes in here and says the most ridiculous things, but we're not allowed to say
I
anything
haven't
to him.
said a word until you jumped my ass. I
Well,
didn't say
you
a
kind
fucking
of just
word to
did.
you,
You talked.
bitch,
Well, actually, you
until
just did.
jumped
You
my
said that
ass.
there are psychic
I wasn't
vampires.
saying nothing to you, bitch, until you jumped my ass.
Well, I'm not allowed to ask you questions.
Well, I'd like to try if I can ask. What's a psychic vampire? I didn't ask you to look what Google says. What is it? What are you calling psychic vampires?
I'm sorry, if you aren't intelligent enough to put it in a Google search, then you don't deserve a fucking answer.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll look up psychic vampires for you because you can't do it yourself. I'll do it for you.
Well, you won't need to look it up. He knows. He knows what it is.
No,
so
no,
he
I
just
know.
tell
I'm
us.
going to read it out so that he can back up some of his bullshit, basically.
I mean, I
might just make another.
Except that my Google's broken, obviously.
I mean, this idea that poor little Von is getting bullied is hilarious to me. If only you knew half of what he gets up to.
I might just make another bitch compilation on
Wait,
YouTube.
I got it, Von. I gotta ask about this. You said trolls on the internet caused your wife's cervix to rip?
What the fuck? They didn't. They made jokes about it. Oh, like Gus is now.
Right, okay. So I've Googled it as you've instructed me to, and I'll read out what it says.
Good.
A psychic vampire is a mythological creature. Mythological. Do you understand what that word means?
Means it ain't real, cornpone.
To a bunch of fucking atheists, it ain't real. Go on.
Yeah, you mean the entirety of the scientific community, cornpone?
I don't give a fuck about your opinion, Gus.
The entirety of the scientific community,
I
cornpone.
don't give a fuck about the entire scientific community.
Well, you kind of
By the
do.
way, there are
Yes, you do.
scientists that are Christian and pagan, so shut your yap.
Yeah, and which one of those
why don't you
scientists
find me-
acknowledge the existence of psychic vampires, Gandalf?
Yeah, could you find me a scientist that acknowledges that psychic vampires exist? Thank you.
You gonna pay me? You
Hey,
gonna
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what?
Are you
We'll
gonna
pay
pay me
you. You
to
know
do
what?
Yeah, okay.
We will pay you in the
At
fine.
least a couple
Yeah,
years.
buzz.
Are you gonna pay me?
Yeah, buzz.
Yeah, see,
We'll
you ain't
pay-
got fucking
we'll
money.
pay-
Because
we
you're
will
as poor as I am. The difference
pay
is you don't want to fuck it a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah. We
Well,
will
I
pay
just-
you. We will pay you. We will pay you in the only.
You ain't got no fucking money.
Buzz.
Get on the fucking
We will-
internet. all day
we will
long.
pay
That's
you.
what I do.
We-
No different.
will-
The only difference.
We will pay you in the only currency that you lack right now, and that's respect.
Yeah, courtesy my ass. You've been jumping my ass too, motherfucker. So shut your Canadian pie hole.
I would.
You are retarded, aren't you? I said we would pay you in the currency of respect.
I want to ask some questions
fucking
about
retarded.
Explain to me what a psychic vampire is, seeing as you know so much about it.
To put it in your own vernacular, Gus, take off, eh?
That's
you
not
don't
my
know what a
vernacular. I've
psychic
never used
vampire
that
is,
vernacular in my life. As a matter of fact, nobody in Canada has used that vernacular since the early 1980s, which is most of where you claim your glory days lay.
And I was born when? Oh, that's right. I was born in
The Stone Age. The Stone Age.
1942?
I was born in '63, so maybe I'm still.
Oh my
Stone
God!
Age, apparently.
Are you only 53?
Yes, I'm only 53.
Oh my God,
Wow.
that's terrible. Life's really treated you badly.
It's all the
I have an opinion.
it's all the fault of
Assholes
somebody
that make
else.
encyclopedia pages trying to talk shit about me
But I'm not looking at that page now. I'm looking at the psychic vampire pages you
and get me in trouble with the law and everything else.
I'm
And
looking at the psychic
let's not
vampire
forget
page.
calling CPS and getting my fucking kids taken away from me.
Your kids got
I
taken
never did
away from you
anything
because they
sure.
lived in fucking squalor. Your kids
They
got
don't
taken
live
away
in
from you because they
squalor,
lived in
dumbass.
fucking squalor.
You read it out.
Because, yeah,
Do you
know
live
what?
in a mansion? Do you
They
live in a
lived in
mansion?
squalor. Because when the fucking because when they were assessed, because they hang on a second, Annabelle, hang on. When they because when the CAS because when the CAS workers came to your fucking house, they found your kids fucking filthy and undernourished.
Let's see
That's
how
got nothing to do with your kids.
Yeah,
It's got nothing to do with your fucking kids.
Look at the piss.
What does that got to do with your fucking kids?
He's a fucking coward.
What does that fucking do? What does that got to do with your kids? Huh? What does that got to do with your fucking kids? Nothing. What's that got to do with your kids?
Turn it off.
What does that got to do with your kids?
What
does that got to do with your kids?
Turn the camera on.
The CAS worker that came to your fucking, that came to your hobbit hole at the time. Yeah, I know. It's so hard when the fucking truth comes out. When the CAS worker goes to your house and finds your kids fucking filthy and undernourished, don't sit there and pretend that who was lying about that. Who is lying about when you called yourself the Punisher? Who is lying about when you called yourself the fucking Punisher, Cornpone? Who is lying when you called yourself a fucking Space Marine, Cornpone? Who is lying when you called yourself a fucking Psychic Vampire, Cornpone? Who is lying when you said that you designed a fucking cruiser for space, Cornpone? Who is lying when you said you designed the fucking Stealth Bomber, Cornpone? Whose fault was all of that, Cornpone? Whose fault was all of that, inbred? Whose fault was all of that, you banjo-strumming fucker? Whose fault was all of that?
Are you done yet?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
I thought so.
I
thought so.
Nadia.
I thought so. That'll be fucking all.
Vaughn, you were saying?
Nadia, Gus has just proven he's one of my fucking trolls. He's just proven it.
Oh, please. Just because he knows. Everybody knows.
Shut up, Annabelle.
Everybody knows
every fucking troll line of every fucking video.
You read it out
He's one of my trolls from way back. He has to be.
Yourself.
He knows way too fucking much.
There is a video with you reading out the report from the Children's Protection Unit on how bad the children were and how
and when we went to court, it was proven to be a lie. Wow, imagine that. And when we read it out, it was proven to be a lie. Show me where I lost any of my court cases, sweetheart. Show me.
Your mother has custody of your children.
No, my mother does not have custody of my kids.
This isn't necessary. Come on, we don't need to be discussing this sort of stuff. Come on.
No, let them discuss it. Because they're a bunch of fucking assholes. They're garbage. They're not human beings. They're fucking garbage.
Yeah, this is not.
This is fucked up.
This is over the line.
Well, there's a lot. You know, the idea that we're lying and he's being trolled is ridiculous. I'm just standing up for it. It's ridiculous.
I'm not being trolled. Oh my fucking God, really?
You put yourself out there and then you get upset when other people pick up on all the shit that goes on in your life.
That means that I can get my marriage destroyed and my children.
Don't tell people about what the CIS say.
By the way, G. Whistler, he brought up the thing about his kids first. Okay, let's remember that.
Well, I'm not saying it's. I'm not disputing that.
And by the way, children are often most subjected to abuse when other people don't want to discuss it.
Yeah, but this isn't the place. I think we can move
It's
on.
always the place. Out in the open is always the place.
You're not here.
I disagree.
Well, good.
Guys, stop trolling him. I don't want his wife's cervix to rip again.
I don't think any of us want that to happen.
Yes, that would be misogynistic.